Alright, we're reading chapter 256 of Boku no Hero Academia. This one has the quite nice, inspiring title of The High Deep Blue Sky. Eraser and President Mike were racing away back at the school. Hey, it's a school! It's a school arc after all! Don't worry about those tragic backstories. Don't worry about that tense, bittersweet moment of the slightest bit of recognition from your long dead friend. Don't worry about the mysterious hospital and the inhumane torture taking place there. It's just it's the superhero school, a school for gifted youngsters. They're gonna be fighting some robots. We are the Skynet of this world. It is quite intriguing that they have some apparently like sentient robots that like sometimes crack wise and seem kind of aware of their role in society and stuff. Taken logically, this would have huge, gigantic ramifications for the world of BNHA compared to our world, but doesn't matter. They're just here to fight. The naval saber. Wow. Everyone loves a sword. They're all eating cotton candy for some reason. Aoyama. Whoa. Whoa. Here's another power that has staggering implications. Invisible Girl, whose name escapes me right now. I always thought her power was just being invisible. That just straight up, for whatever reason, her flesh is invisible. But it's actually the fact that she bends light around her such that people can't see her, which is a more realistic form of invisibility, I suppose. But it's still quite baffling and seems like it has huge potential, especially since, yeah, she can yank light and warp it. Whoa! Robots showing today is Judgment Day. It's another Terminator joke. We said they're a Skynet earlier. See, they know like pop culture and stuff. What is with these robots? How intelligent are they? Mass viscosity. Acid Man. Whoa! That's pretty cool. She can make an entire suit of acid around herself as both protection and offensive capabilities. That's how we get it done. Nice. Those three did their work study under equipped hero. Yo Yori Musha. Sure. Yo Roi. Yeah. So I guess what they're doing, maybe they explained this before and I just forgot, but it's like all the kids that were sent on the same work assignment show what kind of teamwork and skills they've learned by taking out this pack of pop culture loving robots. I love it. It seems like a premise that could support an arc unto itself. It looks like we're kind of gonna gloss through it. Sure, I mean, it's kind of hard to top the Class A versus Class B arc in terms of classroom arcs, and there's so much other stuff going on that I don't think we're going to spend too much time in UA right now. But I love it as a concept. I love the idea that even their exercises that we don't get to see in depth, we could see in depth, that they have that same sort of potential, so that it's not so much that the manga is illustrating kind of like the highlights or exceptions to a career at UA. It's just what we happen to be seeing of this constantly illustrious, constantly innovative and exciting world that they live in. So many plans for attacking and defending that we had to come up with new moves and combos to keep up. Did you see my Acid Man? It's my version of your Unbreakable. Whoa, they got a little flirty. Acid Girl and Rockman. That seems like a good combo. That's pretty fun. Let's see what each of you learned during your work studies. Majiro and Sato. The work study with the lion hero Shishido. Shishi means lion. Who's number 13 on the Pro Hero chart. That's pretty cool. I like that they've established this Pro Hero ranking. So we get kind of incremental little bursts of world building that we find out there's this extremely strong lion hero. But then, of course, they also left some caveats to it that, you know, it doesn't necessarily reflect strength one-to-one. It's more like a popularity contest, where some of your popularity, of course, is based on your heroic deeds, which are facilitated by your strength. So it means something, yet it doesn't mean everything. It's like the bounty in One Piece. I think such a good world building tool is to have these little points of near objectivity that you can just sprinkle in to get people excited about a character. Who's not going to be excited about a lion hero to begin with? Maybe some people. But who's not going to be excited when they're told that the lion hero is ranked 13th in the world of heroes? I mean, if you're not excited about that, why are you reading shonen in the first place? Jiro and Shoji, sorry, using all sorts of awesome surveillance tools. Makes sense that they teamed up with a fighter that I'm sure has his own version of that, like whale radar, whale sonar. Yeah, they use sonar. There's no way a whale would have radar. It's based on things whales can't do. But yeah, Gang Orca, awesome character, who I guess is number 12 on the chart. I had no idea. Oh, and Mineta got to work with Mount Lady. Wow. That Sero is kind of pervy too. And actually Kaminari, I think, is kind of pervy. Nowhere as much as Mineta, of course. But the fact that they all got to team up with number one hyper fetish beauty hero, Mount Lady. I'm pretty happy for them. And yeah, Mount Lady forming a team with Kamui of the Woods and Edge Shot or something, the ninja guy who's like top 5. Seems pretty good. They get to hang out a lot of really powerful heroes, even though Mount Lady herself's only 23. Ida teaming up with normal hero Manuel. We saw this like briefly. It's not a super popular hero, only ranked 222, but that's something. Oh, the laundry hero Wash is number 8. That's right, we saw that guy. That guy is crazy. What the heck? Why did Koda team up with him? So strange. He can only say washa washa, and Koda can understand the language of insects? So maybe Koda's quirk is more that he can just understand like any language? And that the insects are just like a convenient thing for him to work with? I don't know. I don't know. Even these characters that we've seen around so many times, there's still little elements of mystery of just like what the heck they're actually doing. Tokoyami, of course, working with Hawks once more. This is so cool that like Tokoyami, who was always like kind of B tier, I think, among the UA classmates, below Todoroki and Bakugao and stuff, could actually end up being like stronger than any of them. Getting to work with Hawks. I mean, sure, yeah, Deku and Todoroki and Bakugao ended up working with Endeavor, who's the number 1 ranked hero. But Hawks, I think, probably gave a little more care to Tokoyami. I don't know, maybe not. Kirishima hanging with Fat Gum, that's cool, since they teamed up already in the Yakuza arc. Uraraka and Asui. Rule working with Ryukyu again from the Yakuza arc. They had already a team combo going. Determination. Sure. Yeah, Tokoyami, improvement on all fronts. Oh, that's crazy. Ooh, so this is very intriguing. That Yayorozu teamed up with the magic hero Majestic. First off, magic? Excuse me, do you mean quirk? Do you mean meta ability? Because I don't really understand what magic could mean in this world. But sure. Teaming up with this magic hero, whose rank is not given, even though ranks were given all the way down to 222. Makes me think that this might be some sort of Gran Torino situation where this guy is actually quite legendary, but for whatever reason they don't appear on the actual hero rankings. Intriguing, no? Majestic. Such a cool name, too. And for all I know, this is the only panel where this character will ever be mentioned. And yet, the depth of world building just this one panel gives, just saying this name, leaving off details, if anything. That's the other benefit of this, these tools of objectivity, the bounty, the hero rankings, the whatever, is that you can always just not use it for added intrigue, you know? I don't know. Majestic, what does it mean? Bakugo, Midoriya, and Todoroki. Work study with the flame hero endeavor. Number 1. You two hope to become top heroes. You can't afford to pass up this chance. Okay. Ooh, and thinking back all the way, All Might reflects on that day that he bestowed Deku the power from his hair. He's really seeing now the difference. That day feels like ancient history now. You don't look back at me anymore. Ooh. Using his new black rope power, tying up all the android parts in the air, and then spiking through them with a super accelerated kick. Don't look back at me anymore. You don't need to. Go on, kid. Pretty hype. This was like a nice little compilation, I think. I could have seen this last an entire chapter and I would have been satisfied with it. You know, actually seeing more fights in depth. A few of them they're just kind of like posing. It's like, well, what are you about to do? I don't know. I didn't notice before. Koda's talking to some little bugs on his finger. I didn't even notice that. What are those little bugs gonna do though? Conquered winter. Huh? You conquered winter? Oh, I guess just like talking about the winter term. Just pinpoint blast. Finally, a hunk who's also quick. Well, Sarah, yeah, Sarah's a little jealous. He's also got a quirk that lashes out with things, binds them, brings them in and stuff. Ooh! Going to talk to her about the time when he was freaking out when his powers were going wild during the Class AB fight, when she comforted him, when she calmed him down. Really good moment. I'm glad that they didn't just drop it. I'm glad that he's bringing it up so sincerely that there could be some development further here. I believe the author of this series has just flat out and explicitly stated at some point they're going to get together, which I kind of like, you know, because it's not really about that. It's not a romance series by any stretch. So, and yet, yeah, it's nice to have maybe a little romantic plot line. It's nice to have that area of your characters explored and no worries that Deku is actually secretly lonely because he's taken care of in that area of his life as well. And it provides character growth for both of them and all sorts of other nice things. So it's like you kind of want to have it, but you don't want that to be the source of the drama. You don't want that to be like something that's angsty chapters ending with, does he really like me though? So it's kind of having your cake and eating it too. That you don't really need to develop that plot line any more than you want to because you've just given this guarantee. They'll get together. Oh, okay. Inspired me to start using these wires. Sorry, can't use them like Sarah's tape, but still. Ah! I already got stronger because of that. Which means we helped lift each other up. Ah! See, this is so nice! All you need is like the little bits like this. And Minita is so sad. I like that he's got a little stem on the grapes on his mask. I didn't notice that before. And Kaminari making a very stupid face. Everybody else looks super cute. She's like, yeah! He looks like that webcomic. Do you remember that one parody gamer webcomic? Not Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. It was a different one. But it was a parody of gamer webcomics. Anyways. Recorded class today, so Aizawa can watch later. Oh, that's quite nice. Giving it all your work studies, aiming ever higher. Okay. Now we're back at the UA residences, going from school action to school coziness. I love it. About this business with the work studies, the Safety Commission must know something. What would you do if we learned where they're making those Nomu? Run out of here and have a karaoke contest. Then I take my boiling blood and make a stew out of it. What? Okay. I'm also curious, what about this business with the work studies? Like, I don't really know what that means either. And we still never found out why Hawks and them are called to a commotion at the hospital. They were calling out like an all dispatch for heroes at the hospital. But was that unrelated? I don't know. Anyways, here are two of the big three coming up to go see Eraserhead. Oh, airy. My horn feels weird. Seems like it's growing a bit. And there's like kind of patches around it of skin. Doesn't look so good. Tell me this is UA high after all. it's it's like what sorts of heights is this kid gonna reach? Yeah. For some reason that doesn't sound entirely complimentary. Something about the like what sorts of heights is this kid gonna reach? In the end, I wasn't able to find out everything, but you have to keep moving on to the next step. Okay, so he's already got Black Whip pretty under control. One of the previous holders of the One for All power. All of those quirks being passed down. Looks like we're moving on to the next one. It's kind of sooner than I thought. I thought there would be like some sort of crisis that makes it emerge. But it does feel quite in line with the series for it to be kind of a mixture of crisis and then just good old-fashioned study. That Deku's going to read a bunch of notes, think really hard about it, try really hard. That feels so in line with his character. It's quite endearing. So yeah, let's look forward to the next chapter. We're still quite a bit behind, aren't we? That was 256. We're up to 260. Actually, probably even more than that. Yeah, we're definitely more than that. So let's just do our best to keep reading. Please do your best to keep watching. See you then. Bye-bye.